Just get rid of that. Get rid of that. So we want to start cleaning out her purse. And then we say, don't even carry a purse. Carry my wallet. And then she feels diminished. This is one of her most beautiful qualities, that she cares about herself, about you, about the world. She opens up men's hearts. Women give men purpose. We'd just be machines without women. Women open us up, and we realize, why do I do this? A helpful hint for parents of teenage boys. You look at this boy and you go, when is he ever going to become civilized? Once he has a girlfriend. Women civilize men. It's your love that transforms us. It's just you sometimes don't know how to use it. What you do is you form the home improvement committee and want to improve him. The secret of transforming a man is not trying to change him, but to allow him to change you. To allow him to make you happy. See, the whole secret of relationships, and this is in my most recent book that's going to come out called Why Mars, Venus Collide. Women, you're all the time trying to make men happy. It doesn't make men that happy when you're trying to make them happy. What makes men happy is feeling successful. When a man feels successful, a hormone called testosterone shoots up. And in a man's body, when testosterone goes up, his stress levels go down. When his stress levels go down, he has 20 times more energy. When your stress levels go down, you begin burning fat for energy. When you're burning fat for energy, your brain makes more brain chemicals. He's now more interested in you. He's more motivated. He has more energy, all because he in that moment felt successful in making you happy. And of course, women, what you're doing is being busy trying to make men happy, instead of use all that busyness in your brain figuring out clever ways to make him, allow him to help him make you happy. That's all we're drawn to. Men are always drawn to success. And of course, if I can make a woman happy, that's the best success. That's why he's drawn to you in the first place. It's that you were somewhat happy, and he thought, I could make her happier. That's all men want. It's like, you know, when you do those fundraisers for schools, 20,000, 40,000, 80,000, 100,000, ring the bell. That's all men want to do is ring the bell. But you know, you're not that excited about a fundraiser if there's only like 5,000 in there. But imagine if there's 80,000 in there and you've got 20,000, you go, okay, I'll just come in at the end and ring the bell. That's what men are most attracted to you, is when they feel we can ring the bell, when we can make you happy. I first realized this so clearly one time. My wife, in her very clever wiles, noticed that I never picked up after myself. And of course, the old scoring system wasn't working. Because you know, men score their points. On Venus, every act of love scores equal to another. So if I do one thing for her, I get a point. If she does one thing for me, she gets a point. And this causes chaos in relationships, because men go to work, earn money, often come home, sit on the couch, and think they've done it. How many points did you get? 1 point for going to work, 1 point for working, 1 point for coming home. So you got 3 points. She did the same thing. But now, she's busy scoring points. You left T-shirts, she goes and picks them up. I give myself a point for cleaning up after him. Oh, I'm going to make him a dinner. I give myself for making him dinner. I give myself a point for knowing what his food that he likes. I'm going to go to the store and buy that food. I give myself a point for that. After one day, she's got 33 points to his 3, and there's a new score. 33 to 3, the new score is 30 to 0. So you come in, the successful guy, feeling fantastic about your job and your work and what you're doing, and she looks at you, oh, you're the 0. I panic whenever my wife has made a special meal for me. I know, oh my God, she must have given herself 50 points for that meal. Whenever the little tablecloth matches the napkin and there's candles, you're in danger zone, guys. You got to start looking for light bulbs that need to get put out, changed. Oh, I'm going to put that light bulb up. And you can get points too. You go, oh, a light bulb needs to be changed. I'll go right away. Anytime a man jumps up and goes right away, what happens? Extra points. Women love to see men jump, 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 jump. Now, don't jump if it's a big deal, because that's only 1 point. But if it's a little thing, only going to take 5 minutes. Anytime a woman has a need, it's only going to take 5 minutes, run for it. The whole point, you go to 8 hours of work for 1 point. Think about it. I can change that light bulb and get the same point. Then be intelligent about it. What you can now do is you can be wise, and you say, oh, I'm going to change that light bulb right now. Got a point for saying I'm going to change the light bulb. Got a point for saying right now. Go into the garage. Even if you can climb on something and reach it, don't. Get a ladder. You get another point for getting the ladder. Bring the ladder in. Put your ladder up. Another point. Honey, would you hold the ladder while I climb up? You get a point for consideration. Meaning that you're worried about dying and you don't want to leave her alone dead. So You wanted to protect you. Hold that ladder while I climb up. See, I'm supporting him, and you get the point. She's supporting you. Changing that light bulb. And you know, you thank God if that light bulb is broken and you have to get it there and like, it broke, I need another light bulb. Then you get another point for that. Every time you do little things in response to her needs, her immediate needs, you get big points. So I didn't understand this in the beginning. As I started getting more money, I started hiring people to do stuff for me. So I'd have Jose. I said, Jose, I want you to cut the wood, and I want you to bring it into my house like a bed and breakfast and have this whole little fire set up so I can just light the little paper and it all flames on. I said, isn't this great, honey, how we have these fires? She said, yeah, honey, it's nice. I said, what do you mean it's nice? Isn't it like really great? She says, well, there's something else going on. I said, what's that? She says, well, when I see Jose carrying those logs in, something just happens in my body. I said, okay, Jose's not allowed in the house anymore. I'll carry the logs in the house. Jose cuts down the trees, stacks them outside. I still carry my hatchet as I go out into the dark. I always get a point for going out in the danger zone. Then you carry those logs in, a lot of logs, showing those muscles. I'm toiling for her. See, they like to see you like pushing that car up the hill for them. Effort, but you can be effortless because you know you're going to get big payment. Getting lots of points here. You put those logs down. A lot of guys think, I'll build a big fire, won't have to tend to it. No, you're only getting 1 point for building that fire. You got going out, you get a point. You bring it in, you get a point. Now you build a little fire. You get a point for building a little fire. Then every time you add a log to it, you get another point for tending to the fire. It's like women love this kind of stuff. An attentive man. You don't have to do it all the time. Just get your points and go to your cave. I'm not asking you to do a lot. So many men do so much. Scoring big points. I'm going to earn a lot of money. I'm going to work really hard. I'm going to take her on this big vacation. I'm going to do this whole big thing. You're only getting 1 point for that. Do it if you can. That's all fun to do. But no, you're getting 1 point. We're going to go off to a trip to South America. I could just call the travel agent and have them do the whole thing. But no, I'm involved. See, I'm calling in, I'm checking, I'm letting her know, I got this decision to make, don't know if we're going to do that. She sees me sitting at that computer, looking at this yacht or that yacht or what we're going to do. She goes, John's really working hard for her. I'm working hard today, but this doesn't count. There's only 1 point. I come on, look what I did, honey. Oh, it's good, I like it. But it's not for her directly. Women want it right to them. Otherwise, Jose's getting the points. So little things make a big difference. Men will tend to run out of the dopamine, and that's a different physiology in men. We don't have the active emotional center, but we have more muscles. 30% more muscle mass, and under stress, our muscles break down twice as fast as women's. And when our muscles have to rebuild, they use up the proteins that would normally make dopamine go into the muscles. That's why if a guy goes and runs for a long time, he takes a nap. His brain can't think. His to-do list stops. So God gave men this gift. Big muscles means he can easily forget his to-do list. Unfortunately, women, you don't have those extra muscles. And if you build them, they're still going to break down less efficiently than men's. Your muscles stay there for the long run. They discovered that with the NASA flights. The men would go up in the spaceship, and they come down without gravity. Their muscles would all atrophy. It takes months before they get their muscles back into shape. So they come off the Challenger in wheelchairs. Then they put the women up there with them. And then when they come down, guess who's pushing them in the wheelchairs? The women's. Their muscles don't break down. Your bodies are completely different. It's run by fat. Your bodies are designed to produce 20 times more. You have 20% more fat on your body. That fat produces more energy. Why do you need more energy? Because the design of a woman is such that her brain never stops. She has an unending to-do list. It can't ever stop. So what's the grace? Is that never-ending to-do list is not a problem if you have a never-ending supply of energy. And that's what's happened today, the big crisis between men and women, is women are exhausted and tired. They want men to get off the couch and do something. But men are exhausted and tired too, so what do? If you convince a guy to get off the couch and help, he becomes even more exhausted and tired. So how do we help women? You don't have to get off the couch and help men, only if it's a light bulb or a little thing here or a quick job there, fine. But you need your cave time to recover. What does she need? 3 new things that women have never asked for from men, because women have never had this dilemma before. Because women used to work with women all day long, which was what? A serotonin-producing activity. They're talking and sharing and communicating, which would then produce another hormone called oxytocin. Oxytocin is proven to lower stress in women. It's proven to put them in the fat-burning mode. All you have to do is have oxytocin and you start burning fat. The power within ourselves will create our success, create love in our lives, and create wellness and health for everyone. Thank you all for coming today or letting me be here today. Thank you, Harv. What a fantastic audience you are. Thank you so much. I love you. I hope to be back. I hope to be back.
Let's break it down a little bit. Are you with me so far, yes? You notice when you're learning from me, I try to keep it very simple, yeah? Like simple, like things you've heard 100 times and all of a sudden it just makes a little more sense right now. Yes or yes? And I want to share with you, I believe that if you live your life with this question overhanging everything you do and are, you will be a happy person. You have to be, because you'll always feel good about you, because you'll keep taking the actions that will be in support of you feeling good about you versus support of you not feeling good about you. Now let's take, again, break it down. Let's see some examples here. So this includes decisions around things like your ways of being, your actions, your character, your habits, literally everything you do and are. Yes or yes? Because they all have an impact on it. So, for example, you can, if you feel like you're a little overweight, you're looking at a pizza, you've had a piece, you know you're semi-okay, but you're looking at that second piece. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. It could be pizza, chocolate cake, cookies, whatever. Yes, yes. Now the question is, do you eat the second piece or the third piece? That's the question. For the most part, we'll almost always eat that second piece. Why? Because it makes us feel good right now in the moment. Yes or yes? But, is this only a momentary question? Is it? No. This is a much bigger and broader question. Because the minute you finish that second piece, you know you feel like shit. At least for another moment. Yes or yes? But here's the problem as we teach in some of our programs. The problem is if you have little moments of feeling like doo-doo, pretty soon your life turns to feeling like doo-doo. All the moments add up in a nice bank and you feel like shit. Yes or yes? And that's, you can't be happy. True or true? So it's not about sacrifice. It's only about asking another question. And that question is, if I have this second piece of pizza, how will I feel about myself? Will I feel good about myself? Will I feel proud of myself? Versus if I choose not to have it because I want to release a few pounds. Do you understand the question? It's not about not being able to have it. It's about a choice now. But before, you may not have had the question to give you the choice. True or true? And now you do. Now you have a question to ask yourself at all phases of all of your life in everything you do. How will I feel best about me if I do this? And you know what? Here's my experience. If you quiet down for just a moment, the answer is so fast and so solid and so freaking obvious every single time. Yes or yes? It's obvious. You know what supports you. You know what supports you in feeling good about yourself. You know that. But you don't do it because you don't ask yourself the question at the right time. Yes or yes? But what if you could live with the question? What if every, 50 times a day you ask that question? How many of you believe you'd be doing the right things a lot more often? The right things for who? In support of who? In support of what? Your happiness. Your happiness. Most people are not fully happy because they consistently do things that make them unhappy. Duh! Oh my God, what an insight. And they are things that they don't feel good about themselves. And they keep on propagating that because it's habitual, because they never ask themselves a question. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about here. Give somebody a high five and say, you're amazing. All right, here's what I'd like you to do, please. Pull out your journals, your notebook, whatever you've got. And again, this goes for all your decisions, all areas of your life. Even something as simple as, I've got to be there at 9 o'clock. It's 8:45. It's at least 15 minutes away. If I got to stop at the cleaners. Maybe I'll stop at the cleaners now so I don't have to do it on the way back. Okay, but that's going to put me 5 minutes behind. What do most people do? They stop at the cleaner. Yes or yes? Now the question is, let me ask you the question. As a semi-enlightened individual like myself, if this was the question overriding that decision, raise your hand if you might choose to pass on the cleaners and go for being on time and keeping your word. Because one of them is more convenient, but will make you really feel like shit. And the other one is a little less convenient, but you will feel so good about yourself for choosing to do the right thing. Yes or yes? Is anybody getting any of this? Is this so simple? All right, so here's what I'd like you to do. You got your journals out, and simply, I want you to create a chart, a little chart, listing, or just a list of the things that you do and are. In fact, let's do it this way. Things that you do on one side and things that you are, character, habits, whatever it is, on another side. Character here, doing this over here. That make you feel great about you. What are the things you do, and who are you, the parts of you that you are, your character, that you feel great about yourself, that make you feel good about yourself, that make you feel proud of yourself. Simple things like, I feel good about myself when I'm on time. I feel good about myself when I work out. I feel good about myself when I'm nice to people. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want you to create a list right now. 3 minutes, go.